Hey there, hey there, hey there, hey there. What are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. Let's talk about reverse manifestation. Can you manifest in reverse? Yes, you can. What does that mean? It means that it may take a long time for your manifestation to come to pass. That means that you are going to have to toil, you're going to have to stress, you're going to have to force something to come into manifestation. How do you force something to come into manifestation? Is by continuing to intend and affirm days on end, or with no end, right? With no expectation in sight. Why is that? Why do we reverse manifest? In the process of creation and manifestation, the 6 steps within the program, I take you through the law of vibration up to step number 3. And in step number 4, we activate the law of attraction. Before the law of attraction, there's the law of vibration. The law of vibration helps you to create. Now, let's say, for example, to help you have a better picture of this, imagine that a man and a woman come to the decision to create the baby. What happens if the man, right before the act of climax, of dropping the seed, decides to, oh, you know what, I'm kind of thirsty. So he gets up, goes and drinks the water, and then comes back. He has to start all over again. And then again, he decides and says, oh, you know what? I forgot to email my boss. Okay, so guess what happens? He gets up, emails the boss, and comes back. You tell me, has that seed, has he created anything? Or he had allowed distractions to come in the way? He finally drops the seed, right? But what happened? It took him a long time to get there. Okay? In the same way for us, when we make a decision as to this is what I want to manifest, we either put it on the side and we say, oh, you know what? I am going to create this and manifest it some other time. Or you start the process of creation manifestation, and when you reach step number 4, where your present circumstance stares at you in the face, you run. How do you run? You begin to attach yourself to it. In your mind, during the creative process, you grab onto the present circumstance and you begin to commune with it, right? What does that mean? You agree with that. You affirm alongside with your circumstance. You say, yeah, I don't have the money. And the moment you finish the thought, you have already dropped your sperm, and with that seed, you created more of the present circumstance. And then you say, oh, no, I got to go back. And you keep going back and forth. You come out from the 6 steps of creation manifestation, you have no idea if you actually committed the act. You don't know. If you don't know, you have to do it again. Now, what happens? Because a lot of struggle happens between step 3 and 4. This is where the battleground is, before the seed is about to be dropped. And why is that? Because of our old paradigms or our present circumstances. We're given attention or focus or thought to the present circumstance during this creative process. And that's why it's taking longer for the thing that we created to come into existence. In the nature of your creation, it's already built the time and space. So the harder time you have to create, the more struggle you're going to express or feel or experience out there. It's this resistance within us. It's this self-judgment of not feeling worthy, right? And when you judge yourself and you say, well, you know what, I'm not worthy, guess what? The universe says, okay, well, you're not worthy. And whatever circumstance comes against this creative process, and you engage yourself with it, it's causing you to manifest in reverse. You feel as if you're stuck. And then the tendency is to continue to intend and affirm. To intend or to affirm is to align yourself with that creative act. So if you go through the creative process, when you come out from step number 6, you need to start intending and affirming. That's called continue to be in alignment with the vision, with that which you have created. But how can you intend? How can you say, I have a baby, if you have not committed the act of it itself? You can't. Your words are not going to bring the fruit. It's not enough, right? You have to create it, and then you intend and affirm. When you have this division between intention and vision, and thought and images. You have this discrepancy, and you do this halfway and this 2/3 of the way, but then you intend 100% of the time. At one point, or when that thing is manifested, is when everything comes into alignment. Your thought with your image, with your vision, and your intention. That's the most powerful alignment. Everything has to be one, or integrity, or oneness, or wholeness. Dr. Joe Dispenza he talks about being whole before your health, being whole before your wealth, being whole before you have a relationship. This is how you become whole. When you go through the 6 steps of creation and manifestation, you should feel whole, complete. If you don't complete, and now you just continue to affirm, what are you affirming with? What have you created? But continue to affirm, because your affirmation builds the faith and it begins to build the picture. So you can affirm and your words begin to build the picture. It works, but this is why it takes longer, because you're relying only on these intentions and affirmations, and they're not attached at the same time with the picture and the vision. What I teach you in my program is how to go between step 1 and 6. So you can see your manifestation come in 5 minutes. So you can see your manifestation comes in 3 days, 15 minutes, 3 hours. Why should it take you weeks and months? And that's the reason it takes that long. That's why we manifest in reverse, what you might say. Right? We begin to give attention to outside circumstances. We're not always there. We're not present and through the act of creation. But then we intend and affirm, and we keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. It's just like a man with a woman, right? Here I am now, I'm not here. Here I am, I'm not here. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to have a made-up mind. Stick within the process of creation and manifestation within step 1 and 6, so you can see your manifestation come to pass quickly. So there's an order of operation. You might have heard it being said, well, I don't think there's a manifestation process. Heaven's first law is order. You need to have order in the mind. If you don't have clarity and order in the mind, then you are chaotic. And chaos is when a man decides and says, I need to drink water in the middle of the act. That's chaos. Wouldn't you consider that chaos? And then they go to the doctor and say, well, we cannot conceive. And if the doctor begins to analyze, he's going to say, oh, well, sir, right in the middle of the act, you're supposed to stay there. Now walk away. Right? And that's what I would tell you too. Don't walk away. Don't give your energy and focus to other things. Stay within the act if you want to see your manifestation comes fast. If you don't, then you are reverse. You just keep going back. Why? Because you're losing time and space. You have this false belief that if I just intend and affirm, okay? But even when you intend and affirm, if you're not focused on printing those pictures on your mind, you're going to continue to intend and affirm, and that's what takes long. That's what happens with a lot of people. You have to understand the process of creation. Everything happens in the now. It should happen in the now. But are you committed to do it in the now? Or you say, well, I'm going to create halfway, and then I'm going to come back and maybe try again later, try again tonight. I'm going to do some affirmations in the morning and some affirmations at night. And you think this is a process, and that's what it becomes very hard for a lot of people, because they think, oh, but manifestation is so hard, or the law of attraction is so hard. No, what's hard is that you don't have a clear mind. You're not committed. That's what's hard. You have an undisciplined or unruly mind. Your thoughts want to go wherever they want to go, whenever they want to go. This is when we enter into level 7 of mastery. You have mastery over your thoughts. So when I teach you the process of creation manifestation, I'm also teaching you how to enter into that authority and mastery of your own mind. There is a process when it comes to manifestation. There is a process when it comes to the law of vibration, the law of attraction. Heaven's first law is order. You must have order in the mind. There's 7 levels of awareness. When you find yourself going in different directions, you are at level 1. And you must be at level 7. So that's what I teach you in the program, Manifest Without Money, how to enter into the mastery of your mind so that you can use the laws, use the tools of the mind to create and have rapid manifestations. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. I hope this is helping you. If you want to check out the program, Manifest Without Money, go ahead and check in the box below. There's a link for it. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Leave me a comment below. If you have any problems, if you would like me to answer you a question, go ahead and ask me below. I would love to answer, and I would love to give you a clear direction, and then we can take it from there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now.